April 8th, 11:40 p.m. We were lying on the bed at my place. Warm evening light streamed through the half-closed curtains. I turned to Nastya and asked, "Nastya, do you want the craziest adventure of your life? Full of adrenaline, romance, and travel?" She propped herself up on one elbow, smiling with intrigue. Interesting. "Yeah, I'm really curious what you've come up with." I smirked. "Okay. When I was a kid digging potatoes, I found a strange stone. It had an inscription, 'I'll grant you the craziest adventure you can imagine. But wait, and develop your imagination to the max so you won't regret it, and don't forget to bring a partner.'" I looked into her eyes. "Nastya, the time has come." She laughed. "Okay, let's go." The couch beneath us dissolved. We were falling, plummeting. Chapter 1. The Glass Submarine. And landed in a transparent vessel. It looked like a giant glass jar floating underwater. Fish of every color swam around us. Sharks glided past. In the distance, a massive whale appeared. In the center was a set table. Wine, cheese, crab, fruits. Nastya jumped up, pressing her hands against the wall. "Vlad, this is incredible, so beautiful." I hugged her. "This is just the beginning." We sat at the table, drinking wine. The vessel slowly floated along. After half an hour, we approached an uninhabited island. Chapter 2. Island under the stars. We stepped onto the shore. The air was warm. On the beach lay 2 palm branches fashioned into torches. A fire burned nearby. I lit the torches and handed one to Nastya. "Let's explore the jungle." The sky was covered with stars. The Milky Way glowed in a bright band. We walked uphill holding hands. The wine still buzzed in our veins. The path ended at a cliff 1,000 meters above the ocean. We lay down on the grass at the edge. I took her hand. We gazed at the stars. "Sweetie, that star looks like you. And that one looks like you. Like candy. Just as sweet." She laughed. I kissed her. It was warm and quiet. Only stars and ocean. "Babe, let's sleep. Tomorrow's a long day." We fell asleep embracing on the grass. The sleep was sweet. Chapter 3. Dawn and the late morning brought an incredible sunrise. The sky blazed orange and pink. I woke up first and imagined a table with breakfast. I woke Nastya. She yawned. We sat down to breakfast. Pancakes, fruit, champagne. I held out my fists. "Choose a hand, babe." In one adrenaline, in the other city. She chose adrenaline. I grinned and led her to the cliff. I hugged her tight and started kissing her. She closed her eyes, and I pushed her off. Triple? "Babe, I'm with you." I jumped after her. We fell 1,000 meters. Wind whistled. We hit the water so deep we couldn't surface. Underwater. Nastya stared at me with a wild expression. "Are you insane? In this journey, we'll jump off many cliffs. Be ready." Chapter 4. Pirates. A huge pirate ship sailed toward us. A sailor shouted, "Boos, look what I found 2 lovebirds. Ha ha." They pulled us aboard. The boss, bearded with gold teeth, licked his lips. It's been a while since we had fresh meat. Nastya grabbed my hand, crying, "Babe, calm down. Imagine us somewhere else." But I remembered, the stone can stop working. I tried nothing. The stone wasn't working. Terror gripped me. We could die. They threw us in the hold, locked us in a cage. We sat for 3 hours. They came for me. But when they opened the cage, Nastya kicked the door right into the pirate's face. "Run." We broke free, rushed topside, jumped into the ocean. Mid-air, the stone started working again. Chapter 5. Empty New York. We materialized in Times Square. The city was completely empty. Not a soul. Screens glowed, cars stood with keys in them, but no people. "Babe, let's rest from these adventures." Nastya laughed nervously. "Oh, honey. I wasn't ready. I thought it'd just be romance." "Sweetheart, but I told you lots of adrenaline." "Right. I forgot. We took a red Mustang convertible. Nastya got behind the wheel. Now I'll give you a wild ride." She floored it. We raced through Manhattan. Speedometer 300 kilometers per hour. "Nastya, easy. Don't worry, baby, I got this." We pulled up to a penthouse. Went up to the 120th floor. In the elevator. Babe, have you ever had sex in an elevator?" Nastya laughed. I started undressing her, kissing her. Passion. Pressed her against the elevator wall. A few minutes later, Bob. What a rush. We entered the apartment. Panoramic windows. All of New York sparkled below. I hugged her, kissing her neck. We went to bed. Tomorrow's an interesting day. Let's rest. We fell asleep embracing. Chapter 6. Bank robbery. In the morning, I brought breakfast to bed. Nastya ate, looking out the window. Honey, why did people appear in the city? I came out with a tuxedo and wedding dress. Babe, get dressed. We're robbing a bank. She laughed. In a wedding dress? Yep. It'll be super stylish. We dressed up, went down to the Mustang. I opened the trunk, assault rifles, pistols. Are we going to kill people? Haha, no, just scare them. We drove to the bank. Nastya was nervous. Don't worry, it's part of the adventure. I remembered the stone might fail, but whatever. I took a pistol, Nastya took a rifle. We burst into the bank. Nastya fired at the ceiling. B.A., 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 everyone down. I grabbed an employee by the ear. Take us to the vault, now. Please don't kill us. We filled a bag with dollars. Police sirens wailed. Babe, faster, cops are coming. We ran out, jumped in the Mustang. Chase! We raced to the airport. Police followed, but we were faster. At the airport, I imagined tickets to Paris. We transferred the money to a bag, made it through check-in with 5 minutes to spare. Everyone stared. Her in a wedding dress, me in a tux, with a huge bag. On the plane, we exhaled. Damn, what an imagination. How do you come up with this stuff? Chapter 7. Paris and dinosaurs. In Paris, the most expensive hotel, we changed. Went to the Eiffel Tower. At its base, a table with wine. A warm rain began. So, babe, how's the adventure? Amazing. Crazy. I winked. It gets even more interesting. What did you plan? It's a secret. Nastya looked at me strangely. Honey, I feel dizzy. Like someone drugged me. She collapsed on the table. I caught her. Awakening Nastya woke up on an island. Waves splashed on her face. I wasn't there. VLAAD. Where are you? Panic. She ran crying. Tears streamed. She heard roaring. Turned around a T-Rex charging at her. She ran, stumbled, and fell. Someone grabbed her. Babe, you think I'd leave you alone? It was me. But the dinosaur tore me apart. Nastya screamed in horror. The dinosaur turned to her. She teleported. Chapter 8. Ancient Rome. The Colosseum. She materialized in the Colosseum stands. Ancient Rome. Spectators in togas around her. I sat beside her, alive and whole. She grabbed me. You think this is funny? How did you come up with such crazy stuff? Well, I promised lots of adrenaline. Yeah, but I didn't think this much. She calmed down. By the way, what's next? Watch gladiator battles. Crazy, right? We drank grape juice and watched the fights. What's after this? Babe, one last thing. We're flying to Alaska. Chapter 9. Flight to Alaska. I imagined a Boeing. No pilots. Babe, want to fly a plane? Of course. We're flying ourselves. We sat at the controls, turned on the instruments, took off. We flew for 4 hours. It got boring. Why don't we have sex right in the cockpit? Things heated up. We approached Alaska. The sky displayed northern lights, green and purple waves. Babe, we have to jump from the plane. Again? I found the emergency exit. We went out on the wing. Wind howled. We held hands. On 3? On 3. 1, 2, 3. We jumped. We flew through the sky under the northern lights, holding hands. Incredibly beautiful. 4 minutes of free fall. Joy, adrenaline, happiness. We fell faster. The ground approached. White snow. The final moment. Epilogue. Return. And we woke up on the couch where it all began. We looked at each other, breathing heavily. So, babe, how was it? She smiled. I loved it all. It was scary, but amazing. Thanks for the adventure, honey. That was insane. I hugged her, and I told you the craziest adventure of your life. We lay embracing. Somewhere in my pocket lay the magic stone, ready to grant another adventure. But that's a whole other story.